Well, hey guys, we are so excited. Let's try this. 1, 2, 3, right? Um, we just moved from Facebook Live to Zoom because that's how we roll. Things, the show must go on. We are so excited to pamper you this evening. And my name is Stepp. I'm an independent consultant, regional vice president with Arbonne, and I've got my partner in Pamper helping me tonight, and Michelle Sullivan. So we are going to walk you through our RE9 skincare line. In addition to that amazing line, we've got masks we're going to walk you through, and enjoy your cup of tea. So get all your products out. Your consultant probably sent you a sample strip that looks kind of like this, and you've got little jars like this, 1 and 2. If you're getting on, you can go ahead and there's a chat box right down at the bottom. Let us know where you're joining us from, and I will be managing that chat box. So if you have questions, I'll be on there. Michelle will be doing the bulk of the talking. I'll be feathering in. But real quick, as we get started, I just have to share, Arbonne came into my life over 17 years ago. I was living in LA, working as an actress in the TV and film industry. I also danced professionally, always wanted to dance, always wanted to be an actress. And my girlfriend from Florida, I was visiting home, said she wanted me to take a look at something. And because I love her, I said, sure, of course I will. And I couldn't believe the difference in her skin, and she had some health challenges that I had too. So I was willing to use product. I was a little like, I don't know about the business, but I couldn't shut up about it, because what happens, ladies, when you love something, you tell everybody about it. And my husband saw me doing that, and he was like, we got to pray about you doing this. And I will just tell you, the travel opportunities we've had, the choices we've been able to make. I have children. They came a little bit later into the mix, and being able to be with them on their activities. And then just who you get to be around. And that's a perfect example tonight, Michelle Sullivan. She came into my life because of this beautiful community, Arbonne. And so we're just thrilled. I mean, I'm an artist, my husband's an artist, and we're in ministry. So it really allows us just to serve even bigger and love people better. And that's what we get to do tonight. Just pamper you with these amazing products. And so I'm going to pass it to Michelle. We're going to tag team this fun time together, and we're going to make it a great night, despite any technical difficulties, right? So Michelle, go ahead and kick us off.
Yes, we are going to go through. So thank you so much, Tori. I appreciate it. Well, my name is Michelle Sullivan. I'm also an independent consultant with Arbonne and district manager. I have been using these products for over 10 years now. I was introduced to these products by a coworker of my husband. And, I had mentioned that I was looking for a new skincare line and maybe something to do while my kids were, in school, and I didn't want to go back to work full time. So, I was skeptical because I had never heard of the brand, and I had been combating, adult acne. And so I was always looking for the next thing that could actually, clear my skin up and give me that glow that I would see in, the models on the runway. And I'm like, how did they get their skin glowing like that? So I was always on a quest for something that worked. And while I am telling you about, how I learned about the products, go ahead and grab the number 1, which is the Pearlized Cleanser. And we'll go ahead. I've still got my makeup on for the day, just while I finish that up. And so, I was really, really impressed with the skincare line. She let me try the samples at home, and it actually, even though it's an anti-aging line, it cleared up my adult acne. So I was intrigued by the product, and when I learned more and heard about the business opportunity, I jumped right in, and it's been great. I loved having and building an Arbonne business while my kids are little. And then as we moved and our life changed, I went back to work. I had been a buyer for a international retail company, and now I am a recruiter, and I absolutely love my job. But, I really love having something that's my own, and I work it in, on the nights and weekends, as I'm doing right now. So it's really what I look forward to. So, one of the things that, just means so much to me is just, really just staying on top of health and wellness. As I just turned 50. Oh my gosh, I had to think about it. 52 last week.
Girl, looking good at 52.
Thank you. Well, it's definitely Arbonne. It's not anything that was, anything unnatural. It's It's all the fact that I take the 3 minutes in the morning and night to make my skincare a priority. And that's something that I posted, how do we do that in a busy world? So, as we're cleansing our faces, that's what I encourage people that, women that tell me, oh, I'm just so tired. I fall asleep with my makeup on. And I think, you know what? My recommendation, as soon as you get home from work, do it right away. Wash your face and get prepared for the night, or right after dinner. So that's my little tip.
And I love that, Michelle. And that's what we're all about. Arbonne is pure Sullivan beneficial, but we're about simplicity, and it shouldn't be complicated. And it's just creating those healthy habits, because we are a whole body solution for living in a toxic world. And we're going to talk about inside and outside health tonight. But I love when Michelle talks about the simplicity, and it's 3 minutes. Sometimes we tell ourselves these lies. It's going to take so much time. No, it's not. And the rewards are amazing. Amazing.
Absolutely. And lucky for me, I was raised with a mother that always taught me, you only get one face. So take care of it. And so I've always been raised with that mindset, and it's always been a priority for me. And then once I doing it, it's like you said, it's 3 minutes, and I'm definitely worth 3 minutes. So so with the first step that we just used, it's the Arbonne facial cleanser, and it's a pearlized cream formula, and it foams up beautifully, which when I first started learning more about ingredients and what's in them and that type of thing, I started going to the health food store, and I couldn't believe that I couldn't find anything that was effective. And it's very hard to make a cleanser that foams up beautifully and is healthy for you. So I love this cleanser for that reason. And it strips away and gets rid of the impurities, but it leaves your skin soft, and it does not strip away the oils on your skin.
Yes, it's one of my favorites, and it takes everything off. Like, it's just I love this cleanser, and I've used a lot of different cleansers before Arbonne, and it's my favorite. And, we're not going over it tonight, but the Genius pads are something you would use after this step. And they come in this bottle that you then pour into these pads. So you get a container with 60 pads like this. Yep. And you would then use the Genius after you've cleansed your skin. So that's when the Genius would be used. And it's like magic eraser for your face. That's why girls call it.
Yeah, absolutely. It helps with the brown spots. Yeah, no, the brown spots, the fine lines, and that's, it was the first topical retinoid. So it's almost like using Retin-A, but without the toxic ingredients. So that's what's so amazing about this product. It's incredibly, incredibly effective. And so we're going to start with the first masks. If you happen to have a mirror.
But wait, yes. Stop. Look at your pores.
Pores.
He said stop. Hammer time. Stop. Look at your pores.
Yeah. Take a look at your pores before and after with this mask. It's really, really incredible. It contains French pink clay, and it works like a magnet to draw out the impurities, resulting in smaller looking pores. So I just use kind of a thin layer all over my face. And what's incredible is it uses oil pulling technology and 5 self-neutralizing acids that clarify and brighten your skin's appearance. And it transforms from wet to dry to visibly show where the excess sebum is drawn out. We've all seen where people use those little strips on the nose. And,
I did commercials for that company, by the way.
You did? Oh my God.
I did commercials for those, and we did it all day long. And so what you're about to share made me cringe even more, because I think I probably did more damage than good that day.
Oh, absolutely. Because, what that's doing is you need a certain amount of sebum it balances your skin out. So if you're going to take too much out, then your skin's got to work overtime to readjust. And so it's going to actually produce more oil. So, what I love is it only draws out the excess sebum. And you'll notice, especially for those of you that are oily in the T-zone, you're going to know it's going to be on the nose, around the mouth, and then anywhere you have any oily patches. So what's amazing about this is that it's also balanced out with hydrating rosemary oil to nourish your skin. So it will not strip your skin of moisture. Your skin feels like a rose petal after this, and it's safe for all skin types.
Yes, and
including sensitive.
I see Cassidy, because I was told it's Cassidy's bedroom, so I see some young girls doing this. My 7-year-old, hey, and my 10-year-old love this mask with me. We gave it to a teacher the other day. She did it with her 2 boys, 8 and 12. So it is like, it's super fun and so beneficial. I'll put it on, and if I have a chance to soak in the tub, we have great bath salts that also go along with this mask, and a whole body care line that detoxes the body. So Arbonne just gets better and better and better. We're focusing on the mask tonight, and we have another mask too. But I love your fan, Michelle.
I know. How about that? Well, it's like you said, healthy living inside and out. I mean, we've got turmeric extract that helps promote radiant looking skin. Ginger root extract helps counteract dull, lackluster skin by enhancing the look of radiant skin. It's like these are the ingredients that we all know are cutting edge, in terms of our diet, and the fact that we've got them in our skincare is just amazing.
Yes.
I love it. So we're going to let that dry for a couple more minutes. And as we do that, I just want to, talk a little bit about, Arbonne and the fact that we've been around since 1980, which is incredible. And some people are still learning about us, which I love. Our founder, Peter Moore, he came to America in the early 80s, and he noticed that Americans weren't using botanicals in their skincare products. So Peter had a vision of offering pure, safe, and beneficial products, and he wanted to create a way to help people create a significant income as independent consultants. And he knew, because his products were different, that he couldn't just put them on a shelf, and as we're going to learn, in terms of our ingredients, we have very little preservatives. So our shelf life is much shorter than something that's going to sit in a department store. So he knew he had to have an army of women that were really going to take the time to, and men, take the time to tell people how our products, are different from everything else. Arbonne's headquartered in California, and our products are made in the United States, which for me is something that's very important. And now we are just now globalizing. We're in the United States, Canada, UK, Poland, Australia, New Zealand. And so, we've already been voted #1 global brand for healthy living inside and out. So just imagine, with just these few countries that we're in, what we can do as we grow. It's really, really an exciting time to be a part of Arbonne. So as we're letting this dry, I want to continue on and just talk a little bit about some aging facts. And this is where we want to have you join in and join in with the text box and give us some of your guesses of some of these questions. So, the production of collagen and elastin slows down a dramatic 65% between the ages of 20 and 80. And the thickness of the skin decreases a staggering 6% every 10 years. Unbelievable. So does anyone know what percentage of aging is caused by environmental factors, the biggest of which is the sun? Anyone take a stab at that?
Girls, I want you, ask, I'd love to hear Cassidy what she thinks. So what do you think, when you think about the environment, how much of our aging, so the visible signs of aging, do you think is caused by our environment, our environmental exposures? Okay, I see 70%. All right, can anybody else type in? I know you might be, well, your mask is on you, so if your hands are clean, go ahead and type in. What do you think the percentage is that's caused by the sun and environmental exposures?
And I always thought it was like genetics, when
Yeah.
I was people very wrinkled, I'd think, oh, that's, that's just the skin they were born with. I thought it was genetics. So I always thought it was a much lower percent, like 30.
Yeah, I had a friend say 40. Just the other day we were talking about this. So drum roll.
It's 90%. And that's crazy. So, these statistics are alarming, but the great news is that aging is largely in our own control.
That's good news.
That's great news. That's great news, especially with what we're going to share tonight. Arbonne is a skincare system that supports the way your body produces collagen and elastin for healthy aging. So it keeps your skin hydrated and firm. I had a friend the other day, we were talking about, putting oil on your skin right when you get out of the shower. We have an amazing oil that's from the Rescue and Renew line. And she's like, Michelle, you got to think about your skin like a handbag. You got to oil it up. And I'm like, what? That's a great visual. I love that. So,
and it's just keeping the moisture in. That's what I love about Arbonne's products is when you see that kind of statistic, the good news is we do have control. And so we do need to be responsible. It's so important. We are what we absorb. So what we're putting on our skin, it might smell nice, ladies. That bottle might be cute, but you need to know what is in it. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to really share that right now.
Absolutely. That's so important. Arbonne has a list of over 2,000 ingredients that we call our not allowed list. So that means whether it's our nutrition, our makeup, our skincare, we do not formulate with over 2,000 ingredients. And, the European Union, they're pretty cutting edge. They ban 1,400 ingredients. But really what's interesting is, a lot of people, that they know the FDA kind of oversees the skincare industry, but what they don't know is the FDA leaves it up to the individual companies to police themselves. So with that in mind, can anyone guess the number of ingredients the United States bans from the ingredient production or the ingredient list? Anyone want to guess on that one? So if we ban 2,000, European Union bans 1,400, how many would you guess the FDA bans?
14.
14, I heard. Cameron says 15. I did a health talk at her school and she remembered. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So it's 11. It's 11, which like 14, 15 is like, kind of on that higher end, 11. Yeah. So think about that, guys, for a second. I want you to understand what we're saying. Arbonne says no to over 2,000. European Union says no to over 1,400. FDA says no to like 11, maybe 15. We've got to be the ones who are regulating what's going on us, right?
Absolutely. Well, and it goes back to what you just said earlier is that, what we put on our skin is absorbed throughout our body. And that's why it matters, the ingredients, because, for example, if you put something on your skin in 26 seconds, it can, a percentage of that can be detected in every major organ. And that's why when they give you patches to stop smoking, or they give you, a patch for pain, that's more effective than taking a pill. And the reason is because your kidneys filter things out. So it's actually more dangerous to put something toxic on your skin than it is to eat it, because your kidneys will filter out harmful ingredients and toxins, but your skin doesn't have that. So,
it's so important. I think what's so wonderful is, here we're talking about skincare, but we want you guys to know, not just skincare, but like Michelle said, our cosmetics, our nutrition, everything is vegan certified. It's all vegan certified, cruelty-free. It means no animal products or byproducts. And I didn't understand what that really meant until my girlfriend who shared Arbonne with me way back in the day said, Toy, a lot of the products you're using have animal byproducts in them. Well, what's that? Well, it's the part of the animal that you're not eating. The head, the hooves, the horn, the blood, the bones. Where does that go? I don't know. It goes to the Midwest. Big business in rendering. You can look it up. Billions of dollars in rendering. It's these factories that house these fats and all the fatty material, all that part of the animal I just listed. But, oh, wait, it gets better. We're a recycle nation. So roadkill, grease from restaurants, euthanized pets, the sick animal, all of that gets cooked in that vat, and the fatty material that rises to the top, they scrape off and sell to cosmetic companies. It's called tallow. And I was grossed out, but honestly thought, this is baloney. She just wants me to buy her Arbonne. Like, I'm not fallen for it, did my own research, and found out it was true. So like we're telling you, we have to be more responsible. So not only does Arbonne not use tallow, no phthalates, no formaldehyde, no parabens, we're certified gluten-free, clinically tested by a third party with proven results. Arbonne scored higher at a blind test compared to a leading dermatologist skincare brand. And our nutrition, skincare, and cosmetics are plant-powered with standardized extracts. Our nutrition is formulated non-GMO, formulated without dairy, soy, nuts, artificial colors, flavors, sweeteners. I mean, hey, this is what I love about Arbonne. It is a one-stop shop for really taking care of this machine, this body. Like Michelle said, you only get one face. Think about everything on us we can do better with Arbonne. We're packaged in recyclable containers. Our shipments are carbon neutral. Nutrition is kosher certified. We're part of the banned substance control group, which our athletes are so excited about. Arbonne's the #1 global brand for living inside and out. And we recognize that glowing skin starts from within. So we're telling you all of this because we're not just cleansing the skin tonight and pampering you, even though we love doing that. We really want you to understand the benefits, what you're putting on your skin. Because like Michelle said, it's going right in within 26 seconds.
Right.
So,
and it's amazing too, because, you know, we're a nation that loves our pets. I mean, think about the industry built around, you know, cats and dogs. And, you know, when you really stop to think about animal cruelty, do you know, if given the choice, would you choose a product that's tested on human beings or one that's tested on animals? And so that's a practice that, you know, some states are actually moving to outlaw, like California. And I'm excited when everyone else moves to do that, because that's just, you know, that's not the way we should be doing business. So before we take this off, if you've got your little mirror again, you'll be able to see.
Look at that.
Really where you've had the most oil pulled from your pores. So again, for me, it's the nose and the chin and a little bit on the forehead. So, but you'll feel this right away, how soft your skin is when this comes off. I love this mask. And I do this mask about once a week. And I alternate between this mask and the cellular, which we're about to do next.
We like to say, one of my estheticians who was using all Arbonne products in her salon said, use it on your garbage days so you don't overmask. So I use this mask on Monday, and I use a cellular mask on Thursday, and I use the Genius pads every other day of the week. So when I'm masking, I don't use the Genius pads, but it really, I'm like, oh, it's garbage day. I get to mask today, because to be honest with you guys, I would mask all the time because it feels so good, and we don't want to overstimulate the skin. Tonight, it's wonderful because we're doing that ultimate facial. And I love sitting down and taking the time to treat myself this way. And I'll do this definitely once a month, because we do these once a month, but sometimes I'll do it again. So I'm doing it twice a month, the full facial.
I love that. And it's like, you know, you really are, I mean, what a metaphor. Doing it on the days you take out the trash.
That's funny.
Oh, I love it. All right. So I've got all of that off, and I'm going to, you know, let that dry a little bit before I put the next mask on. And this mask we're going to keep on only about 5 minutes. And what's amazing about this mask, this is, as I mentioned before, the cellular renewal mask. This is what the full size looks like. And this is like a gentle chemical peel.
And this is #2. This is #2 in your little, you might have gotten it in a little circular jar, so it's not part of the strip.
Or you might have gotten an Arbonne sample. Sometimes they come that way. So whatever your consultant sent you. So just kind of layer it on. Don't try and rub it in. Just do kind of like a thick layer and just let it sit on the surface. But this is, as I mentioned, like a gentle chemical peel without the harsh chemical ingredients, and no downtime required, which is wonderful. So you're getting all the benefits and none of the negative side effects. You know, this is 2 of the ingredients that are in this mask are pineapple enzymes and mango enzymes. So those fruit enzymes. And one of the things that I heard that really kind of helped me understand what this mask does is that the story is that, you know, pineapple pickers in the fields of Hawaii don't have fingerprints. And the reason is because the pineapple enzyme is so potent that it wears away their fingerprints. And I did have this verified by my Arbonne consultant friend who lives in Hawaii, that is in fact true. And, you know, so what is that doing for your fine lines and wrinkles around your face? Really, really, really helping to remove them. And so, you know, what's interesting is, you know, I've got more of an olive complexion. My mother has blonde hair and green eyes. And one night she put the mask on and she did the reading she likes to do at night and fell asleep with her mask on. And the next day she said, "Oh no, I fell asleep with that mask on. Is my face, you know, is it like burned? Is it red?" And I mean, it was amazing. You know, it did its work, but it did not harm her skin in any way. And she was glowing. She looked beautiful.
You mean it wasn't like one of my talent agents? I like to tell that story where her skin for weeks was like falling off on the desk. Yeah. She's like, "Oh, just don't mind my skin. I just had a treatment." And I'm like, remind me never to have that kind of treatment. And that's
no thanks.
That's what this chemical peels, but you're getting like the benefit without the harsh chemical side of that.
Absolutely. So, and you know, you may feel some tingling, you may get some redness, and you know, that just means it's working. But really what it's doing is it's bringing the blood to the surface of the skin and oxygenating it. So it's not a burn per se. So if your skin is red after you keep this mask on about 5 minutes, that's okay. That'll go away. So that's why I typically like to do this one at night before I go to bed. And you know, what's interesting is the ingredients in this one I think are amazing. Beta and alpha hydroxy acid, brown algae extract, and sustainable orange stem cells. So, you know, that's one that I'm like, wait a second, that's really new. That's really cutting edge. So Toy, can you help me with that?
Yes. And you know, it's one of the things that Michelle and I love to share is, you know, there's no curtain. Like, we've got notes that we're reading from. We've got an amazing catalog. I mean, it's just, everything is so simple. This business is so simple, and they make the tools and the ways that you can get information and get educated so simple. And so I'm just reading right from the catalog, The Power of Sustainable Orange Stem Cells. And it just talks about, as we age, the skin's extracellular matrix becomes disorganized and loses structure, which we've been talking about this evening. And the RA9 Advance has always been known for vitamin C, but now we've increased the power with stem cells. Sustainable orange stem cells extracted from oranges using a sustainable, environmentally responsible technique boast a powerful ability to help reduce visible signs of aging by providing a look of increased firmness and elasticity with a softer, velvety, that word so describes this, velvety appearance and skin texture. The whole RE9 line, because it's been reformulated, this is the third time. It just keeps getting better and better as technology comes forth. And this whole orange sustainable orange stem cells is just giving us that velvety appearance, which is what I want. I want that in my skin.
Absolutely. That contributes to the glow for sure.
Oh, big time. All right, we get to
right
take it
at 5
off.
minutes. Yeah, let's go ahead and take this one off.
And I like, you know, Michelle talked about you might have a little like the redness, that glow. I love it. And sometimes I will even do this before I am out the door because I love the color it adds to my skin.
It does. It looks like you've had just a little bit of sun glow without.
Yeah. Or a good nap. You know, when you're rested and your skin thanks you?
Yes.
That's what it's like when you take good care of your skin. It's like your skin saying thank you so much.
I know. It's true. So the next step after this will be the toner. And I love to talk about this step because this was the step that, you know, before Arbonne, if I bought skincare at the mall, this was the one that the saleswoman could never sell me because I always skipped it and never understood what it did. I thought she was just trying to sell me a program, and so I never bought the toner.
I'm with you. I was the same way. And you know why? Because a lot of times it really burned my skin. And I was like,
Right.
and it smelled. And I just felt like, no, thank you. I'll pass.
Well, and a lot of them have alcohol in it, which, you know, contributes to further drying out your skin, which of course ours does not. And there's two ways that you can use this. Now you've got the little, it's step number 2, and you can just put a couple on your fingertips and just dab all over like Toy's doing right now. And then
dab.
There you go. With the full size product in the morning, I'll do, you know, a little kind of spritz on the forehead and cheek. And another way that I like to do at least once a day is I'll put it directly on a cotton pad. So you can also, if you have a cotton pad, you can do that. And once a day, I'll just rub all over. And I've done this times where I've just cleaned my face. I've done a facial. I know that my skin is clean. But by doing this once in a while, and when you get a little bit of residue on here, it's actually dead skin cells. So you're helping that skin turnover rate, which, as I mentioned before, it slows down as we age. So we have to do everything we can to keep those cells turning over to reveal the glowing, youthful skin. But, you know, again, what does a toner do? It brings your skin back to the correct pH level immediately, which is between 4.5 and 5.5. And if you don't use a toner, it'll take your skin about 2 hours to balance itself out to the correct pH level. And the toner does that immediately, so your barrier against environmental toxins are in place. So none of us want to wait 2 hours till we leave the house, and we don't want to be exposed to the environmental toxins. So this puts it in place right there for us immediately. It also has vitamin B3, which helps support the skin's moisture barrier. And as I mentioned before, it's alcohol free. I go immediately to the next step, which is the serum. And that's number 3 in your little jar. I use a small amount. And, you know, this is the stuff. This is like magic. It's the vitamin power pack for your skin. You need very little. Rub it between your hands and just kind of all over. And it absorbs right in. And you can also use this. This is something that your consultant that invited you can tell you more in detail. You can use the serum with the Genius ultrasound wand, which is amazing. 400,000 waves per second. This is not ultrasonic, which is high vibration. That's typically what you see in the market. But this is helping your skin care get down to the deeper levels. It's like, this is like an iron for your wrinkles.
Yes. And you know, just like Michelle shared the tip about, you know, taking your makeup off maybe right when you get home or after dinner, so then you're not too tired right before bed. I'll keep this in a convenient place. So where do you stop before you know, where do you pause right before you go to bed? So maybe you read, maybe you have a favorite show, maybe there's a chair, put it there, you know, like I might keep it, I was keeping it on my bathroom vanity, but then I'm in bed and I'm like, and I can just do it when I'm watching something, and it's an easy way to make this simple. So make these things simple for yourself. I love it.
And the biggest, you know, on the face, we see the women love to use this on the 11s. Yeah, right between the eyes. And then, of course, the crow's feet here. And then the area that I've started using it most recently as is the neck.
And another product that we wanted to talk about tonight, and it's perfect timing, that you can use with this is the facial oil. We posted on our page a little bit about it, but both Michelle and I have been using it. We're like, we got to talk about that. I mean, if you want that instant illuminating glow, this facial oil is going to give you that. It's a sheer dry oil. Both Michelle and I have oily combo skin, and we use it. And my girlfriend Sonia, who's on with us live right now, I have seen, I mean, her skin glows anyways, but she never misses the oil. And so I started really incorporating this, and it's got ingredients that contain omega fatty acids 3 and 6 and a super antioxidant. It's like a superfood for your skin. and it really helps that Genius wand just glide. So I'll use the serum, and then I'll put a little bit, like 3 to 4 drops of the oil, and it lasts so long, guys. It comes in this really pretty bottle, and it's got a little dropper that I can just put right in my hand, and I'll put it on in between the serum and the night cream. So serum, oil, eye cream, night cream, which we're going to walk you through. But see how Michelle's using her Genius wand? It just glides. You've got that RE9 serum and then the facial oil. I love the facial. I'll rub it into my hands after. I'll do it on my neck. Ugh.
I love it. And yeah, it's like Toy said, you know, because I'm normal to oily, and I think I'm even more oily than you, Toy. I didn't use the facial oil for about a year after it came out. Because I was just scared of that word oil. But you know, I use it in the areas that I am more dry. So my cheeks, my forehead, and then my neck and décolleté as well. So the eye cream, as she mentioned, is next. And what I love about the eye cream, that's number 4, is that you really need just very little. I use a half of a pump. I do not even use a whole pump of our eye cream. And then what I do is I do it on my ring finger. I share it between the 2 fingers like this. And then I just go, I dot it along the orbital bone. And the reason you want to use the ring finger is because you have the least amount of muscles in that finger. So you're not going to be pulling on that skin. The skin around your eye is very, very delicate. And probably the biggest mistake I see women make, or here they tell me that they do, besides not taking their makeup off at night, is not using an eye cream. They try and use their either day cream or night cream, you know, to just skip another step. But ladies, let me tell you, I mean, I've been using eye cream since I was 15, and I see women that are 20 years younger than me with a lot more crow's feet than I have. So it's worth it to really invest in, you know, a specific eye cream, because the skin around your eye is different than your face.
Right. So easy. The pump, everything you're seeing too, if you're using our sample strip, you're not having that actual pump benefit. And I love that our sample strip is something we can just mail out and give to people for this. But everything, our cleanser, everything but the toner is a spritz, and the night cream comes in a little tub, but then we have a spatula, so your hands don't even ever have to touch it. But it's that measured meter dose. And like Michelle said, half a pump. You don't even need a pump.
And that's one of the reasons why our skincare lasts so long.
Yeah.
You know, I go through the toner faster because I like treat it like my personal aromatherapy, but you don't actually have to use that much. You know, and then our day cream, which of course we're not going to use right now, and you have 2 different options in your sample strip. So, you know, most people are going to choose one or the other, either the restorative for normal to oily skin or the extra moisture for normal to dry. And then, you know, some people change for the seasons. My sister-in-law, Kelly, finds that she needs more of a heavier moisture in the winter months and then can go to something lighter in the summer. So that's why when you look at the sample strips, it's not actually, you know, as many steps as it looks. So, you know, just again, not even a full pump, a tiny little amount there on my finger, share, and then just pat. Oh, I'm doing the day cream. That's okay.
I'm like, what are you doing?
That's okay. I'm giving you an actual,
You're showing
demonstration. Yes, that's okay.
But the night cream.
Right. Well, and one thing I wanted to mention about the day cream and the entire skincare line is we all, you know, as you do this, just kind of pause and notice how lightweight everything is and how well it absorbs into your skin. And, you know, probably the major reason for that is, you know, as you know, everything is botanically based, but, you know, Arbonne never formulates without mineral oil. And some people don't know or haven't heard yet why that's not a good thing. Mineral oil is highly refined crude oil. It's a petroleum product. And it's a very large molecule that's occlusive to the skin, meaning your skin isn't able to release its toxin, which is what its role is. And it interferes with body regulating, your body being able to regulate your temperature. So if you've ever noticed, if you use a sunscreen or a moisturizer that has mineral oil in it, you feel very hot. You feel almost claustrophobic in it. And, you know, they change the names for mineral oil, it's like there's over 60 names because they're, trying to be sneaky and hide it. But it's just not the most effective oil. So Arbonne uses, safflower oil, just more plant-based oils so that your skin knows what to do with it and it's not going to block your pores.
Yes, I love that we don't use that.
Absolutely. So the night cream, and this was another step that I skipped, not because I didn't understand its function as the toner, but because I thought I'm too oily to use a heavy night cream. This is the first night cream as someone that has normal to oily skin that I've ever been able to use. You'll notice that the texture is very light. It's like a whip texture, and just a little bit goes a long way.
It's so important at night. I had a professional makeup artist that's a very good friend of mine do a cosmetic event for my team many years ago. And she said some of the best makeup, what did she say? Some of the best cosmetics that you can have in your, no, sorry, I'm getting all tongue-tied. Some of the best products you can have in your cosmetic bag is a really good night cream. And she said, and simple, drink water. Like she was like, yeah, water. That's why we posted about oil and water don't usually mix. But for this post, I talked about using our facial oil and drinking water. And this night cream, I would skip it because I thought it's going to break me out because guys, most of them did have mineral oil, which was clogging my pores. And you know what? Yes, it was breaking me out. This is loaded with goodness, and that cell turnover that happens when we sleep, you are just partnering with your body. You're partnering with your skin to just restore. We have to rest. The body has to rest. And so that's why we want that whipped. I love that Michelle uses that word, whipped cream. That sounds awesome. Whipped cream on our face.
Yeah, I know. I love that. I mean, that again, yeah, our skin repairs itself at night. So if we're not using the correct, and giving it the vitamins and that it needs, we're not gonna have our best skin showing.
Hear that statistic, Michelle, about how much faster your skin ages if we don't take care of it.
7 times
wash our face.
7 times faster. It's unbelievable. And I see it because on the days if there's ever been a night where I went out and went to friends and I just said, oh, tonight's the night, I'm not going to do it, I'm tired. I mean, I can see it the next day. It's almost like I need a couple days to recover from it if I ever skip it. So
you guys are ready. You're ready for bed. And just as we kind of close, we just want to share, we've shared a lot about our products, and we really do feel our business is our best product. And
absolutely.
It just gives you, I mean, what a neat treat to be able to come alongside someone and really give them products that takes care of their body, takes care of their person, and that it's going to give them results and they can share that. And so we have an incredible business just that aligns with these incredible products. And we have, you kind of heard Michelle say district manager, you heard me say regional vice president. What does that mean? Everybody comes in as a consultant. There's 2 management positions, district manager and area manager. That income is anywhere between $250 and $1,000 a month as a district manager, $1,000 to $3,000 a month as an area manager. And you can will it to a family member as an area manager, which is pretty incredible because I don't really know any other business that you can do that. I'm still getting residual checks from some of the commercials and films that I was in the past, but I love that opportunity with Arbonne. Regional vice president is probably around $4,000 and up. And national vice president is low end $7,000, average income $20,000 a month and up. And the white Mercedes is just a perk. So you have a car bonus. There's bonuses all the time that they give you and incentives. Our CEO is so consultant and client focused. He's really about helping us just build into people better. And he's giving our clients such amazing products, but he really cares about cost. He cares about giving you a great experience. I was in an appointment with him recently and just love his heart for people and for products, and all about our pure green transparency. We really want you to know we're not hiding anything. You can go to arbonne.com, click on a product. You can get every ingredient that's in it right then and there. And I love that. So there's really 4 ways to win. And that's what your consultant's going to do. Your consultant's going to follow up with you. They want to know what your favorite product was that you used tonight. They want to hear about what your skin looked like the next day. And they also want to see where you fit in with Arbonne. you can pay retail. And even at retail, guys, our price is super competitive in the marketplace. But I always joke and say friends don't let friends pay retail. Because for $29, and right now, the sign up is waived, okay? So it's normally $29 to be a preferred client with a $150 order, and you get to shop at 20% off. But the neat thing is, with this whole skincare line and a nutrition package and a cosmetic package, so there's 3 different packages, it's called our Arbonne Special Value Packs, you get 40 to 50% off just as a shopper. And we even have opportunities for you to get 80% off for referring people. So we want to make it just a wonderful experience all the way around. And we really do respect your budget. So that's preferred client. And again, that $29 is waived. So it's a great time to get in and get a discount. Or as a consultant, it's normally $49. That's waived this month. And you get 35 to 50% off. And that's where you can start earning an income. So you can save money and refer friends, and they can save, or you can save and earn. And if you're interested at all in learning more about our business and our company, ask the consultant that invited you to plug in tonight. There's no harm in questions. And just because you ask questions doesn't mean you're going to do what we do or join Arbonne, but get information. Because if there was a tug in your spirit tonight at all about anything that we did, it's worth you taking a look. And taking a look is simple. It's not saying yes. It's just saying, I want to know more. And again, like I said, we love referrals, and we love spoiling the people, the clients that refer to us. So if you had a fun time and this is something that you thought, oh my gosh, this friend or that friend or this family member or my sister would enjoy this, tell the consultant. And our next Ultimate Facial event is going to be May 28th. So we are going to remedy this whole Facebook Live thing and figure it out, because it's the first time that happened for us. But we kept the show rolling. We wanted to make sure we kept our promise to pamper you. And I just think it's really important that we take care of the skin that we're in. You know, it's wonderful to have glowing skin, but there's so much going inside. And I love that these products really respect you inside and out. And how sweet, if you ever wanted to, you could make an income sharing it. You don't ever have to. I have clients that have been with me for 16 years and they're still the shoppers. But if you ever needed that income, or you ever thought, it could just be to go on a really fun vacation. I don't know. But just get with the person that invited you. Ask questions. We want to hear from you. So go back to the page. Let us know how you enjoyed the event. And if anyone does place an order between now and next Tuesday, your name will go in the hat to get some free products, because we love giving stuff away.
Right.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Michelle. You always
thank you, Toy.
Thank you for everybody that tuned in. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much. Good
Bye.
night, everybody.